time.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where we talk about the things we love like gaming, shows, and anime. The Mask is my favorite Jim Carrey movie. I think it was the very first Jim Carrey movie I ever saw. This is one of the best movies of the 90s, and just as most Jim Carrey movies, it spawned a cartoon series which was better than most. But anyways, today I'll be showing you all 10 awesome facts on the movie The Mask, and hopefully you'll find these as interesting as I did. Now, let's begin. Number 10. If you remember The Mask from the comic books, he doesn't have a specific suit on like the movie's Mask, which is the banana yellow suit. And Jim Carrey came up with this suit as it was based on a suit his mother made for him on his first stand-up comedy. And since Stanley Ipkiss is not the same character as the comic book Stanley Ipkiss, Jim Carrey had to create his own character for Stanley Ipkiss, so he based the character on his father. Number 9. Jim Carrey owns his own nightclub in Cancun, Mexico. He called it the Coco Bongo. Now I know which nightclub I gotta get shit-faced at. Number 8. Remember the mechanic shop where Stanley Ipkiss gets ripped off by the mechanics? That mechanic shop in the movie is the same building used in the 1984 movie Ghostbusters. Number 7. This was Cameron Diaz's first movie. She had to go through over 12 auditions for the role of Tina, and then she landed the role 7 days before shooting began. The producers were originally going to go with Anna Nicole Smith, but their decision changed after they met Cameron Diaz leaving the modeling agency, which was great because she definitely made a great performance. But the one thing she didn't do was sing at the Coco Bongo, and that was dubbed over by Suzanne Boyd. Number 6. The giant white teeth that Jim Carrey wore as the mask was originally supposed to be used during silent scenes. However, Jim Carrey managed to talk normally with them on and made his character seem more wacky. Number 5. The director Chuck Russell said that the original script for The Mask was actually following the dark horrific stories of the comic books, but then later they changed it to fit Jim Carrey's unique comedy. Makes you wonder if Jim Carrey dropped the role, would the movie have taken that dark tone like the comic books? His previous movie before The Mask was Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, which hit really big, so chances are that they changed it for Jim Carrey. This could also be the same results for Jim Carrey's role as the Riddler in the 1995 movie Batman Forever. Number 4. There's a deleted scene that was meant to be in the opening of the film. It showed us that the mask was buried way before Edge City existed, and that Vikings were the ones who brought the mask. They even brought in a witch to keep the cursed mask buried for years and away from their land. Number 3. There's another deleted scene that shows us what happened after Dorian puts on the mask. You can tell why this scene was taken out though, because it wasn't family friendly. Dorian as the mask actually kills Peggy Grant, but the way he kills her is the way the mask from the comic books kills his victims, in a cartoonish way. This also explains why we never see Peggy again after this scene. There was also talk that they cut the scene out to include Peggy in the planned sequel to make her wear the mask just like Stanley's girlfriend wore the mask in the comic books. Number 2. There were once plans for a sequel, of course, a true sequel known as The Mask 2. Even Nintendo Power was holding a contest where the first place winner would get a chance to star in the movie. But when Jim Carrey was asked if he would reprise his role in the sequel, he refused. I know Jim Carrey doesn't like to be in many sequels, but he admitted that he loved the role as Stanley Ipkiss because the character loves cartoons just like he does, so no idea why he refused. Number 1. For anyone who was a fan of the television series Space Ghost Coast to Coast, Space Ghost was featured in the VHS tape of The Mask. He appeared right before the movie would begin, letting the viewers know that he was going to interview Jim Carrey right after the movie, which he did. If you fast forward the movie till the end of the credits, you'll get to see the interview of Space Ghost with Jim Carrey. And that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, leave a thumbs up, share, and subscribe if you haven't. And if you enjoyed these awesome facts on The Mask and you'd like to see more on The Mask and how it was originally going to turn out, then be sure to check out the top video on this screen. You'll be surprised to see what I discovered on The Mask. But anyways, I'll see you all tomorrow, and remember to have an awesome day.